Everyone, welcome to Prime Sports. Qualification to the next edition of the Africa Women's Cup of Nations that will be taking place in Morocco next year. Earlier today, they secured a 4-0 victory over Egypt to hand them a 7-0 aggregate victory to qualify to the tournament that will be happening in Morocco next year.
An opportunity to reorganize. Into the 18-yard box, that's a long pass there. Preparation from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper left it, and that goal will count. It will count.
Yeah, that was a blunder there from the Egyptian goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Habiba comes out, gives it to Kuju. Kuju sees Asantua. Asantua spots the run from Mafo. Mafo gets the ball into the 18-yard box. He sends the pass, and that's a second goal for Doris Wedua. What a lovely teamwork goal there from the Black Queens. 2 goals for Doris Wedua.
Well, we did say that the floodgates of goals have opened. Football control, lovely turn. Lifted by Bedou into the 18-yard box. An opportunity again for another goal. She delays, but she turns. Can we get across? Oh!
Goalkeeper, Comfort Yabua. What a strike that is. Lovely goal from the goalkeeper for the Egyptian. So had it covered. Ball.
And that's a break for Ghana.
She's always going to score. Look at that pressure there from Stella Nyamiche. Got the ball from the Egyptian. Good thinking there from Stella. Got the ball, and one thing she had in mind is to just...
Now let's hear from the head coach of the team, Kim Lars. He's been speaking following the qualification. He says he's proud of the girls, but the ultimate goal is to qualify to the Women's World Cup that will be taking place in Brazil in 2027.
We're super happy. We had a great summer when we took the bronze medal. So of course we want to play the tournament again. We also know that the potential can give us a chance in what's going to be the biggest tournament in the women's football history, the World Cup in Brazil. If we make the top 4 in WAFCON. So these have been 2 extremely important games for the team and for Ghana. So extremely proud of the girls. How we are winning both of the games. Today we are maybe a little bit slow in the first half, but the second half on the other side it's extremely good. So happy and proud. Yeah, of course, I think we can be better in all different ways. Okay, we're not finished yet, we'll keep building. We know that we also have some young girls that is pushing from the Princess, and there are other players in the league and also abroad that the potential can help us, but this group we need to respect and have in our mind that doing very good things. But of course, like when we have trainings together and meetings together, for every meeting and every training, we grow as a group and we learn each other, and we're getting better and better, and you saw it in the WAFCON, and you have seen it over 2 games against Egypt now, and I think the future is bright for this team.
The build-up to the game against Egypt was one that was full of drama. The players had a 2-day sit-down strike, refusing to train until their bonuses, with totaling $9,500, was fully paid. The minister in charge of government communications, Felix Kwasi, has described the failure of the Ministry of Sports and Recreation to pay the girls their due unfortunate.
Well, it's a bit unfortunate, but thankfully it appears that there's some resolution in sight. At least yesterday, I thought I saw them show up for training, which is a good sign. It means that they have some confidence in the arrangements put in place to ensure that they are paid. The delay is not acceptable, but I think that the sports minister is working hard with the relevant stakeholders to ensure that it is resolved. And going forward, we should avoid that in future. Yeah.
And this seems to happen very often with the Queens. Last year there was a similar incident ahead of the Olympic qualifier against Zambia, 2016. I'm sure you were empowered then as well. They had held demonstrations and what have you. What do you think is the reason this seems to happen a lot with the women? There's so many people that think that, you know, it's happening because it's women.
Well, that would be quite unfortunate. I think that we need to treat all our athletes equally, irrespective of gender. I mean, I even hold a view. It may be controversial, but I think that we should be paying equal wages to both men and women athletes. I don't see why men should be paid higher than women. That in itself is a difficulty. Delays are not desirable, of course, and I think that we should take steps going forward to ensure that it does not recur. Sometimes these issues occur, but I am grateful. I am gratified that efforts are underway to resolve it quickly so that they can return to the field to play and bring us honor.
Minister in charge of Government Communications, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, speaking to my colleague Fentio Tahiru there. Now, let's hear from a member of Parliament for Keti North, Edem Agbana. He says that the technical team of the Black Stars should not call up players who rejected invitations to be part of Ghana's qualification to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. According to him, playing for the national team should come with some pride.
Mr. Speaker, the Black Stars have shown that over and over again, when the right investments are made in sports, we will get the results. And the fact that the Honorable Asafo-Adjei and I partnered to read a statement shows that when it comes to football, when it comes to the Black Stars, there is no partisanship. And all of us as Ghanaians must rally behind the team as we move to the 2026 World Cup and produce the best of results for this country. But in conclusion, I disagree with my brother, Honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, on the selection of players.
Honorable members.
Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I believe that to qualify to be selected for the Black Stars must come with a certain level of commitment. Every player who rejected a call-up during the qualification does not deserve a place in the team as we move to the World Cup. We must teach every Ghanaian the value of patriotism and commitment. We must let young people of this country appreciate that whether in tough times or not, we must all be prepared to sacrifice and die for this country. Those who sacrifice and qualify us should be the ones selected for the World Cup.
Well, we are counting down to something special that will be happening next week. It is the FNB Accra Marathon. Just a few weeks ago, we had a conversation about the preparations towards that. But the event is happening next week. Well, we are privileged to be joined by a member of the organizing committee, Mr. Robert Orakatete, to talk to us about the final touches that the committee has put in place to ensure that the event is a success. What legacy they intend to leave in terms of this organization and whatever it brings to Ghana's sporting space. Mr. Robert, thank you very much for your time. I hope you're doing well. Just a few weeks ago, I had Isaac and Mr. Emmanuel here to have a conversation with them about preparations. In terms of the final touches that your team is putting in place for the event, how would you describe it? Okay.
We will be having our final route check over the weekend. I mean, we've covered all the areas preparation in place, and hopefully we'll have our final route check to ensure that there are no encumbrances on the route.
But you've engaged the police service and everyone too?
Yes, we have engaged in fact, the police service and all stakeholders, Ghana Athletics and all will be part of the final route check on Sunday.
That one is happening on Sunday. Okay. But talk to me, in terms of registrations, how has the response been like?
Okay. What we did this year and last year is we, through the support of Ghana Education Service, we wrote to the schools, visited the schools. So for the fun run and the kids run, we'll have a lot of them at least coming from the schools, okay. SHS and JHS schools. And then, of course, some of the SHS students who are above 16 years would take part in the 21K. And then also the general public who are registering at the Dansman Cafe Club and then branches of First National Bank are also that registration process is also ongoing.
So what you did last year is exactly what you've employed this year as well?
Yes, with some few changes.
Okay. What are the changes?
We've also added a short code.
Okay.
A *713 star.
Oh, yes.
3340 hash. Okay. So that people can sit in the comfort of their homes or anywhere and just go on their phone and register. Okay.
I don't know if you have an idea in terms of the subscriptions so far. Because last year, I have the files for last year. The numbers were crazy.
Yes. I'm yet to get the current figure. But as at yesterday, I think we were around 1,005 or so. Huh? Yes.
1,005?
Yes.
When is registration closing?
It's closing on the 5th of November.
That's next week?
That's next week.
Okay. So if anyone wants to be before I ask that question, what is the ultimate target that you want to achieve in terms of participants? Do you have a figure in mind?
Well, in total, we're hoping that we'll get about 5,000 at least running.
Participants.
Participants run, yes. That's the figure. But we are still working.
Be able to achieve those numbers. So the question I wanted to ask is, what sort of legacy, right, do you intend to leave with this event?
Basically, for us, we are unearthing talent for Ghana. I mean, if you look at the marathon in the past, people like Fred Adongo, Amegashi, I mean, we have all these athletes who have represented Ghana one time or the other. So basically, it's to unearth talent, and also for the corporate run, it's for staff of various companies who are participating to kind of exercise. So theirs will be more like walking.
We are the people to come and have the fun.
Yes. Yes.
And the children will run.
The children will do the running. And trust me, the children can really run.
Yeah, I as a media partner, we've been part of this the last 3 editions, and I've been privileged to have seen the athletes. Last year was won by one Kogo.
David Kogo from the University of Ghana.
From the University of Ghana. He won last year. In fact, he even went to South Africa to compete. Yes. And he finished, was it 24th?
20-something.
Yeah, if my memory serves me right. So I do have an idea in terms of what you want to do and the role you've contributed in terms of getting talents into the athletics area. But if you take a look at some marathons, there are people who have been able to get World Athletics to recognize their events. Yes. Real Athletics have something specific for school children. Yes. And you engage the schools to release their students for these things. Is this something you're looking at?
Yes, in fact, that is why we've partnered with Ghana Athletics.
Okay.
They normally deal with the World Athletics Association. They draw a timetable. So whatever we are doing, they are aware. Okay. And we are in the process of formalizing that.
Okay. This year, just take us through the categories again for this year. Okay. And the distances.
Okay. So for those above 16 to 25 years, they'll be doing the 21 kilometer. Okay. From Accra Sports Stadium all the way to Dansuman. And then
Accra Stadium is the starting point
for the 21 kilometers. And then the junior race, which is more of the kids, 16 years below, will do the 10 kilometers. So they'll start from the Bukom Emporium area to Dansuman. It's 10 kilometers. And then we have the corporate run or the corporate walk, the fun part. They also start from the Bukom Boxing Arena area to Dansuman.
Anything in place for participants?
Yes. Basically, for the 21K, we have some categories of awards that will be given out, and then some medals as well. And then for the kids, we'll be giving them some goodies at the end of the race.
So these are some files from the last edition.
Yes.
So it's 2024.
2024.
Yes, if my memory serves me right, we started from the Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes.
That day I jogged and got tired. I got so tired. The numbers indeed were crazy for last year. And as you can see on your screen, the people who often subscribe to be part of the FNB Marathon, the numbers are always crazy. And this is a finishing point in Dansoman, where the Keep Fit Club is located. So if you want to be a part of it, you know what to do. You can go to either the Dansoman Keep Fit Club, register, or also go to FNB branches and then to sign up. The event is happening on Saturday, November 8th. Mr. Edward T. Hightower says he's running. But will you also run? Will you run some?
I'll be helping. I don't know. At the
you
back,
want to organize?
So yes.
Yeah. So you be doing the behind the scenes stuff. What
I think in 2023 I did a 5K walk.
Oh, okay. But this year,
this year I'll be busy.
You want to be on the ground with Ben, and then I can go doing the stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm extremely grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just before I let go, Robert, I want to take some few more stories, specifically on Kwasi Sibo. He is a Black Stars midfielder. He's been talking about the disappointment he had when Ghana failed to qualify for the African Cup of Nations that will be happening in Morocco in December.
Well, I will just say, like, I will just remove the player outside and I'll be like, as a Ghanaian, I was just hurt, you know, because every Ghanaian were expecting Ghana to be at the AFCON. I think this is the first time that we didn't qualify to the AFCON. Yeah. So I was just hurt, and I feel like even that qualification that we didn't get pushed the guys really hard for them to get this this World Cup qualification. But at first I was just hurt, and now I think that we have greater things ahead of us. So, yeah.
Speaking of the greater things, what can this team achieve at the World Cup?
This team can really achieve big in the World Cup next year, because the young child that I have trained with, I think most of them are doing well in their various clubs in Europe. And I feel like this team is more united. Yeah. And one thing I always say, like, if a team is united, it's hard to beat. If a team is together, it's really hard to. And this team is really, really united. Like, everyone, you see everyone talking to each other, every person. You will never, like, see someone not talking to this person. Like, we are all together. We are all making jokes. And that makes a team really strong.
Fantastic.
And then we'll wrap up with Kumasi Asante Kotoko letting go their key striker, Albert Amoah. And these are divided opinions amongst some Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans. My colleague Stephen Zando, who is with Love FM in Kumasi, has details of the transfer fee involved in the transfer of Albert Amoah, former striker of Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
It's a decision that has really divided opinions among Kotoko fans, because most of these fans feel it is going to affect the fortunes of the club. But Amoah, before he left for the Libyan club, scored 4 goals in the current campaign, of course in the CAF Confederation Cup and in the Ghana Premier League. If you look at the options on the bench of Asante Kotoko, or the striking options for Kotoko, we have Morfin Donzo, the Guinean forward who joined Kotoko before the commencement of the current campaign. He has not really found his feet at Kotoko. And Kwame Poku, who was also giving goals for Asante Kotoko, is also sidelined through injury. And so this is really going to affect Asante Kotoko on the field of play. But we hear it's a decision that has the full endorsement of Menchia Palace. But the purse involved in this particular deal is really huge. I tell you what, the player pocketed $200,000 as signing on fee. Yes, $200,000 as signing on fee, and the striker Albert Amoah will earn $20,000 monthly as salary at the Libyan club Al Ali Benghazi. And I mean, he signed a 2-year contract, so the first year he will earn $20,000, and then the second year the amount will balloon to $25,000. Charlie, that's a lot of money. And guess what Kotoko is making? According to our checks, Kotoko is making between $300,000 and $500,000. Like I mentioned, it's a decision that has the full endorsement and approval of Menchia Palace.
And this is our wrap up Prime Sports here with me, Muftau Nabila Abla. Head on to my joyonline.com and read some more sports stories. We appreciate your company.